Hey everybody, today I've got a video. It's a message. It's a message to one person specifically, but I think it can be a very broad video, and it's a message for everyone. This person does not like me very much. Before I get to the message, I get every week, people email me and message me, "Where do you get your shirts, Wingman?" I get my shirts from a company out in California. They're American-made shirts. I don't get a penny for promoting them at all. Their link is down below in the description. It's called High Seas Trading Company. HighSeasTradingCo.com, I think, is their website. The owner of the company is a great guy. He and I have never met in person, but we've swapped emails and talked on the phone back and forth. He's an RVer. He loves RVers, and he's got the coolest shirts you will ever imagine. I've got a whole closet full of them. He said that if people will use the code WINGMAN22 at checkout, is Wingman22, Wingman22 at checkout, he'll give a 10% discount. So if you're looking for something that is American made, they're not super expensive, they're not super cheap, but they are very, very cool. Looking for something for yourself or maybe somebody you love, they make men, women shirts and all different flavors and sizes, as they say. So again, that contact info is down below. All right, so this is from Tim in San Diego. Tim, first off, I am reading your note, and I appreciate it. Here's why. It's comments like yours that test me, and I like to be tested. I really do. When people say nice things, and I appreciate the nice things, the nice comments. I love the nice comments. But it's easy to go, "Oh, shucks, thanks so much," and be honest and grateful for them. But it's more difficult when you have something like what Tim in San Diego wrote. So recently I did a video, you may have seen it, and it was somebody had asked if I was going to the dark side because they thought I was kind of getting negative, talking too negative all the time, blah, blah, blah. I don't see things as negative necessarily. I see my opinions as just my opinion, and it's based upon what I see. We can both look at the same thing and see it completely differently. So the purpose for these videos is simply to provide my opinion, my perspective for what it is worth. So Tim in San Diego wrote, "The dark side guy, he's right on the money. In virtually every video, you find reason to dwell on something negative, and you display a wholly unattractive mix of frustration and anger. Hot tip. In case you haven't noticed, every YouTube thumbnail shows you with a scowl or that look of disbelief as a clue to what one can expect from the content. Your channel growth or lack of it is another testimony for the distaste viewers are left with after listening for the first time. Out of curiosity, I drop in from time to time to see if your subscribership has moved a bit. Never does. You clearly see yourself a whole lot different than most of the public does." Well, thank you, Tim from San Diego. You may be right, partially. Seriously, you may be right, but not all the way. My videos are not like anybody else's that is in the RV space, as they say. The internet, YouTube, is filled with other producers that produce videos. Their lives, they are way more interesting than mine. And I'm not trying to be ugly because I know many of these people. They're great people. They're nice. They're helpful. They're friendly. They're active. They're all those cool things. But they all kind of go under that umbrella. Watch me do stuff. Watch me go places. Watch me fail. Watch me fix something. Watch me eat something. Watch me do something. Watch me! Well, I don't want you to watch me. My life, as I said, is not that interesting. However, my perspective, I think, might be interesting to some people. After owning a campground, and before I sold the campground, a long time ago, I used to love reading. I'm going to mention a four-letter word here in a minute that I know you're probably going to go, "Oh my God, the four-letter word." Before I got in the campground business, I had a little bit more time. I was doing, for 8 years, I worked and I ran, and I managed, and I went back and forth from San Antonio up to the lake, and I was just absorbed in the campground, doing my radio show, doing videos, and I had no time to do what I love to do, and that is read. I love to read and to think. I do. Some of the greatest ideas I come up with is when it's quiet, when I'm away from this damn thing. Can you relate? Let me know. Post in the comments below. Do you think that our focus has been stolen from us? I'm reading a book actually called Stolen Focus now. It's about how technology, yes, it has enriched our lives, but it has stolen our ability to slow down, to think, to really ponder. And here's that 4-letter word, time. T-I-M-E. It takes time. And none of us seem to have enough time. The statistics, I mentioned this on a previous video that I was looking at my Google Analytics. 90% of the people that watch my videos are 45 years old and older. 90%, 45 and older. That tells me something. Most of the people that are younger than 45 are more, I'm addicted. I admit it. My wife is more addicted than I am. My daughter, 30 years old, she is an addict of these things. Anybody under 45 is really probably addicted. It's attention deficit disorder. We can't have a straight line of thinking without getting a notification, a phone call, an email, something comes in and distracts us. Now I'm able to think. Going back to these other YouTuber videos, as I said, these people are great, and there's a lot of information that you can glean from those people. But what I try to present, and the reason I do this is not for the money. I promise you it's not for the money. My wife goes, "Why are you doing those things?" I'll tell you why, because I feel good. It makes me feel good to do these videos. Because if I can communicate, if I can connect with people, and by the way, if you're watching this video, you've gotten this far, you are not like everybody else. Most of the people that are out there in the world can't sit still long enough to listen to a video, no matter who it is. It's bam, 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 scroll, like, thumbs up, I don't know about you, but I hate that. I don't see how we can have anything meaningful when it's that fast. Our world has changed. We've all changed. We're not going to be able to go back. We've got to adapt to it. But I'm so grateful that I now have time to read, to think, time to ponder, time to test myself, to see how I respond to Tim in San Diego, who thinks that I am maybe too negative. And perhaps sometimes I am. What I try to do is I try to be logical and honest. I've failed a lot. I say that a lot. It's because it's the truth. I think that if we're 45 and older, especially the older we get, you can relate to what I'm saying. We fail a lot. And the greatest thing we can do is to realize those failures. You can't go back. You can't do anything about them. But you can go, oh my God, I think. What can I do to fix that? What can I do? Have you ever noticed how I know you have, you go and look up reviews for somebody, a restaurant or an RV dealer, whoever it is, and it's either 5 stars or 1 star, and the guy that wrote 1 star, I'd give it 0 if I could. There's nobody with a 3 or a 2 or a 4. It's fantastic or it's awful, and there's no in between. I think that we all need to be a little bit more in between. Our world would be more honest. It would be more in control and less chaos if we weren't just super happy or I'm going to beat somebody up. You know, you see the Oscars, whatever it was, a week or 2 ago. That guy gets up and slaps somebody. You, what? What? How can you do that? I understand being angry. I do. But part of being a public figure, I know, some of you people are going to go, I don't care what you think. You must care because you're watching the video. Part of being a public figure is accepting responsibility to be a role model. When kids look at you, kids don't look at me, but kids do look at these movie stars. And when they say, oh, it's okay to go do that. And then when we see that crappy behavior that we can't tolerate, we're supposed to accept it. We live in a funny place. Not a good place sometimes, but it's the only place we got. And all we have is you and me and that up there. And to think that we do have the ability, if we slow down, we can make rational decisions. We don't have to jump into a 15, 20-year note on an RV that we may hate in 6 months. We can think. I talk to some RV dealers and they don't want you to think. I promise you. They want you to just go in and buy. Just shut up, sign on the bottom line, and make your payments because there's somebody waiting for the next RV. There are some people that do that, and I can't stand it. The people that I work with, the people that I talk with and consult, I tell them all that that 4-letter word is the most important thing. Time. Give the customer your time. Listen to them. Answer their questions. Do not do that other 4-letter word, bury them. Because too many dealers bury people. They can't afford it. They believe in this dream. And they were irrational when they made their buying decision. I'm not trying to be this dark-sided guy, at least not all the time. I am trying to be the guy that pulls you back from the edge and says, you may want to just temper that just a little bit, ask a few more questions. Do some more research when you do your reviews. Be responsible for whatever decisions you make. When somebody like Tim in San Diego blindsides you and says that you're just essentially you're terrible, you're a nobody, that's okay. That's okay. Tim, I'm not going to connect the way I wish I could with you. I wish I could. I really do. You don't have to see things my way. But to just instantly judge and say that, I dwell on something negative and I display a wholly unattractive mix of frustration and anger. Well, honestly, you know what, Tim in San Diego, sometimes I do. It's the truth. But it's not all the time. Not all the time. But when I see something, I have to say something because I'm not going to be here forever. But the younger people below me, beneath me, that are around me, they're going to be here a lot longer than me. And I want to have a positive impact. I want to try to make a positive impression on them, even if they don't know it at the time. So I wanted to read that comment to you and tell everybody, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you. I know they're not the most compelling, exciting. I didn't do anything except just kind of pontificate, tell stories. I love telling stories. I love listening to your stories. I really do. And I appreciate each and every comment that you make. My phone number is down below. I even put my cell phone. You want to send me a text message. Tim in San Diego, thank you. Honestly, sincerely, thank you for sending me that note. I would respectfully suggest that you listen to some of my videos all the way through, if you can stand it, without grabbing your phone and go, hate it, next. And by the way, I'm pretty damn impatient too, I promise. It's everything I can do to kind of zone everything out and read my books and to think. I want to know what you think. We all want to be heard. I want to hear from you. My contact information is down below, and let me know. Post your comments, leave me a voicemail, send me a text message. I may respond to you with a video like I did to Tim in San Diego. I am Alan Warren. They call me the RV Wingman. Thank you so much for watching, and I will try to stay away from the dark side. If I go there, I won't be there very long. I'll see you again soon.